Okay. Okay, y'all. We are live. So I guess we can do like a big welcome to everyone. I mean, yeah, it's just crazy, but thank you everyone for joining. We are the Lee County Ready for College Initiative. We are a group of college students that are from Lee County that really want to make a difference in our community and basically provide, you know, are any like resources that we can give to high school students that either like have already graduated or are going to go through the college admissions process. We have a lot of um, different things planned ahead for everyone. So yeah.
Thanks for joining, guys, or if you're watching this after it's already been posted, again, welcome. So we're just gonna take the next little bit of time just to introduce ourselves. Unfortunately, not everyone on our team was able to join us tonight, but you'll be seeing them in later videos. So I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Caitlin. I graduated in 2017 from Southern Lee High School, and I'm a rising senior at ECU. Go Pirates! And I'm majoring in elementary education, concentrating in math. I'm very involved on campus. I'm in a few clubs, and I hold a leadership position over my community of scholars at ECU. I'm a Maynard Scholar at ECU and a Golden Leaf Scholar for North Carolina.
Hi everyone. So my name is Steven Herrera Tenorio. I graduated from Southern Lee in 2017. Right now, I'm a rising senior at Duke, majoring in statistical science and minoring in German and sociology. I know that's a weird mix. I was very fortunate in the entire college admissions process. I won this nationally competitive scholarship that Duke gives out. Only like 10% of all admitted students get considered for any merit scholarship at Duke. So I mean, the odds are like almost incredible. And so I'm a David M. Rubenstein Scholar at Duke, which it provides a full ride, like laptop, like just everything. It's like the whole package. And they fund 2 summer experiences completely, so you don't have to pay anything. Leadership. So I'm president of the Duke chapter called Define American, which is an immigration advocacy organization. And I'm the president of the German club. I was going to talk German, but I guess it would just be weird for some people that aren't used to it. And some future career aspirations that I have. I do want to either be a professor of sociology or work in local government and policy.
So hi guys, my name is Susie Bowman. I am a rising senior at UNC Chapel Hill. My major is psychology and I'm on the pre-medical track with the gap year inclusion in that. So some leaderships that I have on campus, I've been involved with student government where I was the speaker pro tempore and a senator. And then I'm also involved with admissions ambassadors, Carolina football ambassadors, and then I'm also a student research assistant in an immunology lab, and currently in training to become a research coordinator. I have been fortunate that when I was going through my college admissions process, I was able to collect a lot of scholarships. I ended up with about 16 in total, thanks to the help of my mom. But the ones that I was, the ones that have continuously followed me throughout my college journey have been the State Employees Credit Union People Helping People Scholar. And then I was also able to get a scholarship when I was in college called the McDonald Scholar, which is a public service scholarship that I received, and it gives me a grant in order to do a public service project in the Chapel Hill community, and it was able to pay off the rest of my college career. Oh, and my future plans are to become a doctor, probably one specializing in fertility, OBGYN, or surgery. We don't know yet.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name's Chandler. I go to UNCW. I graduated from Lee Senior High School in 2017. I'm double majoring in economics and in Spanish. I'm a J.W. Jackson Scholar through the business school here at UNCW. And some of my leadership positions, I'm currently doing a managerial intern position at a local restaurant in Wilmington. And I am also a Tilbridge mentor, so I help mentor other transfer students in the business school. And my future career plans, I either want to go to law school or get my international master's of business and be an international consultant.
Okay, my name's Kyra Bolden. I graduated from Lee Senior High School in 2017 as well. I am a rising senior at Guilford College in Greensboro. Go Quakes! And I'm double majoring in Spanish and International Studies with a concentration or focus in Latin America. Unfortunately, I was not able to get together a list of my scholarships, but I was able to find some pretty good ones to aid with the heavy cost of going to a private institution. Leadership. I play volleyball, and also I'm the vice president for our gospel choir at Guilford College. As far as future career plans go, I'm a little undecided, but that's okay. But I would like to either teach English abroad or possibly teach Spanish here in the United States, with the idea of possibly becoming a professor, but I'm not sure right now.
Okay, so that's just a little bit about us. And now, Stephen, if you just want to, well, I'll go ahead and just talk about how we got started. So pretty much this whole project started with me and Stephen having a phone conversation, kind of right as COVID happened or got really heavy on the media. And me and him were just talking about how we're not on like taking college classes on campus anymore. We're doing a lot from home, so we have more free time. You know, what can we do to help people? How can we use this time that we have that we normally don't have to just give back to our community? And me and Stephen were both really passionate about helping students get to college. With me personally, the college admissions process was really stressful and overwhelming, and it was just really hard not having parents that knew, you know, how to help me with this process, and much less I didn't have any really resources, especially financially, to get me to college. And so it's really discouraging. And so we just wanted to build a team of people that are going to be here to help people get to college. And we definitely wanted to give back to Lee County because we do appreciate and value our hometown. And luckily, I did have a lot of friends in high school that did know more about the college admissions process. And so they were my support to get me here. And right now, I am debt free and I don't have to take out any loans for my last year. So I will graduate debt free from college, which is super, super important. And we just want to share our experiences to help you guys and answer your questions so that you can do the same thing that we're doing right now.
Sweet. Yeah, no, that's really, really great, Caitlin. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh my gosh. Stephen, tell us a little bit about you and this journey.
Yeah. So I guess what we basically are, we're just a group of college students. Like Caitlin mentioned, she just called me one day and we were just like randomly talking about like, you know, COVID-19, the ongoing issues of like college admissions. And, you know, now more than ever, it's extremely important to get a debt-free financial aid package. And so basically we just came together and thought, why don't we get a group of, you know, some of our friends that are also interested in closing the educational attainment gap and, you know, figuring out a way to streamline that process to help other students learn more about their potential and different options in going into college, rather than, you know, being frustrated and having all of these overwhelming decisions to make their senior year, which honestly, you should be enjoying it as much as you can. So basically, like what we're doing is providing free resources. And I definitely want to emphasize the free aspect of this because, you know, something that like was very personal and important for me growing up was having the civic mindset of always, you know, figuring out a way to help others, Even if, you don't have a lot of money or a lot of resources, you don't know the impact that you could have on someone else by providing your time and energy without being compensated. So that's definitely a big component of what we're trying to do here, and to onboard future students, because we do want this to be a sustainable organization where the next generation of students that are either participating or want to join us, if our program is successful, we definitely want them to join us and help us in any way possible.
Yeah, I'm definitely personally really grateful to be a part of this, because obviously we all want to look for ways that we can help. And I know education is one that we're all really familiar with. So I'm glad that we can help rising college students. So now we're going to move on to a couple of community guidelines. SOSA.
Yeah, so for one thing, we really want you guys to ask questions. So during this live video, if you see what we're talking about, depending on the topic, we have our live comments that we're actually able to see what you're asking, and it can be incorporated into our video. We can answer it for you immediately or during our Q&A sessions at the end of our videos. And if you're watching this video later on, definitely feel free to reach out to us in our contact information that we post on the website. That's your direct communication to us. That's how you're able to reach us. And then please know to feel comfortable with us. We really want this to be a safe space for everyone to be able to come and ask questions about college or anything else. If you find one of us may resonate more with what you have a question on, feel free to reach out directly. And if we can't answer a question, I know that we'll work hard to find somebody who definitely can. And please know, we're all from Lee County as well. We understand that some things may be difficult to talk about, some things may be difficult to understand, and just know, we're going to do our best to help you guys and make sure that everybody can make the choice of whether they want to go to college.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. One thing that we also want to reiterate with you all is the idea of differentiating a growth versus a fixed mindset. Throughout this entire process, it's never too late to learn new information, and that's really important to keep in mind. Don't feel like you're stuck anywhere just because you don't know how to access XYZ different pathways. We will be here if anybody has any questions, doesn't know where to go as far as directions or anything. We're really just here for advice. Absolutely. Also, if the program is not effective, or you feel like you're bored or you're not really convinced, please feel free to let us know. We really want to be here for you all. Be totally truthful. I don't know, some of us are a little sensitive, some of us aren't, so you might hurt somebody's feelings, but honestly, we're all learning, we're all going through this kind of together as far as assistance and receiving help, but we will not be hurt by the feedback because it's all constructive, and this is our first time doing this, so we really would appreciate any feedback that you guys have to give. So now we're going to move on to looking ahead. Steven?
Yeah, so I guess we definitely wanted this video to be very brief and informative, because what we essentially do is, after we have these videos, they're all pre-recorded, and then we post them on Facebook, Instagram, on the website account, so that way everyone has access to this. I guess the really important specific thing about this process that we have is that you'll be able to ask us any questions during the meeting, so that it's more like a conversation rather than us just lecturing to you about information that might be relevant or not relevant to you. So yeah, again, feel free to comment anytime during the YouTube video. We will stop and answer, and Kyra's moderating, so that will also help too. So I definitely wanted to share with everyone our main schedule of what we'll be going over throughout the summer for the next about almost 2 months. I'm just going to share my screen real quick. Okay. And so right here, this is basically a layout of all of the topics that we'll be going over. So, the first one is our introduction video, tackling procrastination, building a resume. And as you can see, some of these, like for example, transitions to college, college sports, being organized and balanced, are definitely more for students that have just finished the college admissions process, and want additional information on how to be successful in college. Because definitely it's not just about, getting into college and, there I made it. It's you have another 4 years of proving yourself that, you have these abilities to perform well and to help others and to instill, again, a civic mindset. Um, and I don't know, I think we've just had an abundance of unique experiences that really do help broaden, you know, this idea of what a college education should be like. I know, like, for example, like Kyra, like she's been to South America and has explored, the Spanish language in a much more intimate way. And I just think that's like an amazing opportunity that not a lot of students would otherwise know how to go about, because it could also be overwhelming, also dealing with courses that you're also having to go to. Um, and so, yeah, so the premise of what we're going to be doing is we'll be showing approximately 2 to 3 videos per week, for the next 2 months. And right here, you can even see some mentioning of special guests. Those will have 3 special guest sessions, which essentially means, you know, they're surprises. I can say already right now that I will have some friends from San Francisco that would be willing to talk to y'all. And if you have any questions or are interested in more of the Silicon Valley experience, that is something that we are intending to have on here.
Sweet. Yeah, I can't wait. So we're gonna move on to Chandler for our college tip of the day.
All right. So, as you all know, college is extremely expensive and unaffordable, but it doesn't have to be. So, on average, $2.9 billion in scholarships and grants go unclaimed in North Carolina because of the lack of applications. And I made this mistake in high school. I did not apply to a lot of scholarships because I was working and I just felt like, oh, it's so much work to have to write an essay. But if you think about, a lot of these scholarships are $1,000 or more. You're to take the hour it takes to write an essay, it's completely worth it. Please do it. Do not make the same mistakes as me. I got lucky with financial aid, but apply to scholarships and grants. Because if you obviously they're out there, they want to give this money away and they can't even do it. So please do it. You will thank yourself in the long run, not having any debt.
Yeah, I also want to add a little bit to that.
Yeah.
I think the experience of, the entire college admissions process in general, like it is a lot of you just Googling like random stuff, like, scholarships for example, for me, scholarships for Latino students, or scholarships for first gen low income students and things of that nature. Like, you will have to have a more personal like experience learning about yourself and what you're good at and what you're interested in. I don't know, Caitlin, like for education for you, like those were very, very, very specific scholarships. I don't know if you can talk a little bit about that.
Yes. So I definitely applied to a lot of local scholarships, and those do exist in Lee County. And so those are usually those are smaller amounts, and they're just for their first year of college. But literally, you will be amazed how quickly they add up. And like Chandler was saying with the fact of the day, like this is $2.9 billion just unclaimed. Like it just didn't get to go help college students because no one applied for it. And so the money is out there. You just have to apply yourself. And what Stephen was talking about is so great. And I'm so excited for our video that touches more on this topic with scholarships. And we're also having a video about your story. And so now the biggest tip I can tell you guys right now is to think about like your story and like literally, I'm just so ready for that video. But everyone has their own story and their own obstacles, and you just have to be able to present that to your scholarships. And adding on to what Steven said about specific ones. So again, you'll have local scholarships, there's state scholarships for everyone, and then whichever colleges you're interested in will have a big pool of money as well. And those can be for general students, and then there's also pools of money for your specific major. And so literally, like, there is so much money out there. You just have to know where to look, really, and how to present yourself to apply for it.
Yeah, and sorry, I'll just mention really quickly. I think like we will also post some of these scholarships like on your account so that way you have access to them. I just wanted to mention that quickly. Sorry, Sosa.
Oh, you're fine. I was just gonna quickly add that searching for scholarships, definitely that's a process that you want to start early in the college admissions process, because once you're also in college, you definitely want to be on the lookout for scholarships. Like what got my college career paid off was the scholarship that I got when I was in college. So definitely like start that habit of looking, and definitely like apply everywhere, because there are ones that you may feel like, oh, you may not qualify just one little thing, but I promise you, like, you'd be surprised how many councils or committees are willing just to like have and consider your application, because you never know, like you may be their only application. So definitely like just apply everywhere.
Yeah, so as you guys can tell, we can talk about scholarships all day, and I'm also looking forward to that video that we will end up posting. But to conclude, I'm going to move back to Stephen and then Caitlin, but I just wanted to chime in real quick and say thank you all for tuning in, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this.
Yeah, no, this was definitely like a lot of work in the making, a lot of meetings, a lot of, collaborations that we've had to do with state like wide initiatives. So, definitely like share with your friends, do everything you can to like get them on this, because it it's a lot of videos and a lot of information that we'll be covering, and the ability to ask like any questions at any time like with us without like even having to leave your house is like it truly is something like special that we're trying to do here. So I just wanted to mention the next video that we'll be doing is called Tackling Procrastination. You can already imagine what that is probably about. It's definitely important to go ahead and address this as one of the very first things you need to be thinking about, because around the time period in August is when the the common application is like beginning to open up, and those essays have to almost be like perfect depending on which college you're applying to, of course. um, so yeah, we'll be talking more about that, posting on our social media exactly time and dates when we'll be doing it, but it'll definitely be later this week.
Caitlin, would you like to finish us off?
Okay. So yeah, again, thanks guys for joining, or if you're watching this after we've already posted it, we really appreciate you taking the time to do this. Again, we just want to help you guys. And so be sure to share our initiative and our social media accounts with all of your friends. We really will have a lot of important information on not just the college admissions process, but life once you're in college and beyond. So definitely share with your friends, and feel free to reach out, DM us on Instagram or Twitter, or during these live video sessions. We're here to help you guys. So ask your questions or comment, give feedback. Stephen will also be sending out a survey on your account that will be posted. It literally will take you guys less than a minute to fill it out. So if you guys could just take 1 minute just to look at it and fill it out and be honest. Like Kyra's mentioned earlier, we do want you guys to be honest with what you're thinking about this project so far and our initiative and how we can help you guys.
Are there any like last minute questions? If so, like you can just go ahead and comment on the YouTube account, and we'll just wait if you have any questions, and if not, we'll just move on. Okay, well, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. We hope that this summer will be enriching, helpful, and informative anyway. And like Caitlin mentioned, I actually went ahead and already posted the survey link like on your accounts. So if you could please, 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 please fill that out, that would be amazing. It would be extremely helpful, because we will be, conducting statistical analyses and presenting it to local college advisors and potentially the Board of Education, because we do want to expand this and make it significantly bigger than we have. And this could also help for grants and funding and things of that nature. So does anyone else on our team have any final thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? Nope. Okay. Well, thank you so much, everyone. We hope you have a great night. We are so thankful that y'all could join in and tune in with us. Please also let us know if some of these times don't work. They are usually working like with our schedules, but we do want to be open and reflective and transparent with y'all to make sure that it works for you more so than it does work for us. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Bye.